our country has long been in a very complicated system. Most of you who are young like me, we were born into this system. But that's not what can allow Burkina to thrive. Because in this situation, there are only two cases. Either we accept to fight or we remain slaves forever.
Now, before we get into this speech made by Ibrahim Traore, I just want you to know that this is one of the greatest, well, to me, by far one of the greatest speeches ever been made by an African president, and the bravest as well. Now, there's one thing you should know. Once upon a time, Africa used to have a whole lot of freedom fighters, a whole lot of true leaders, a whole lot of Pan-African leaders. People like Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Julius Nyerere, Thomas Sankara, Haile Selassie, Nelson Mandela, Jomo Kenyatta, and I mean a whole lot of them fighting for nothing but the interest of Africa. Guess what? There was one thing in common when it comes to all these leaders. They all ended up getting betrayed by their own people. Come to think of it, I've never seen or heard a white nation being betrayed by its own race, a white man. That's why I always say it's very easy for you to destroy blacks. Why? Because the blacks themselves will help you destroy their own. I repeat, it's very easy to destroy black nations. Why? Because the same black people will help you destroy their own. Just like Kwame Nkrumah got betrayed by Kotoka. Instead of him getting vilified, he was rather seen as a hero and was named after the greatest airport in Ghana, which is the Kotoka International Airport, which to me doesn't make sense. But the saddest part of it is the leaders don't even see the need in changing that name to something that will make sense, but instead they're still using the same name, the traitor of the nation. So now all these people got betrayed, and for years, decades, centuries, Africans have always been talking about Pan-Africanism. Africans have always been talking about getting Africa back. Africa has always been quoting these people who ended up getting betrayed by their own people. For a whole lot of years, we've been hearing African presidents, African head of states and all that, always talking about Pan-Africanism, always talking about togetherness, always talking about Africa taking the bull by its horn, always talking about the fact that Africa needs to manage its own affairs without going outside. And one thing that pisses me off is the fact that these so-called African leaders always keeps quoting these great leaders who got betrayed by their own people. They go around preaching Pan-Africanism, but yet in their hearts, there is nothing African in there. That is why I call all these people nothing but traitors of the land, traitors of the soil. They are nothing but Western puppets. And me thinking all these puppets scattered around Africa who keeps mentioning the names of these great freedom fighters such as Kwame Nkrumah, the Sankaras, the Pierre Lumumbas, the Mandelas and all that, would for once in their freaking lives rally their support behind this great man right here, Ibrahim Traore. Instead, these guys are doing nothing but the opposite. These guys are now working and always meeting behind closed doors just to bring this great hero down once again. And the saddest part of this is, just as they did to our great leaders, true Pan-Africans, by getting rid of them using their own people, is the same strategy they are using against Ibrahim Traore, fighting him with nothing but the same black people, the same black African leader.
The news that is coming in is that there is a dignitary in Burkina Faso who has been arrested. And this dignitary was planning to assassinate Ibrahim Traore. In fact, this dignitary is a minister, just imagine, in Burkina Faso. So this is how it was to happen. Now this is not the other assassination attempt. This is a new one, and it happened yesterday on the 20th of April 2025. So this dignitary was planning to take down Ibrahim Traore, and for the first time they have involved a Western power and an African president. And this African president is none other but, let me read for you the name, Alassane Ouattara, the president of Cote d'Ivoire. Just imagine. And they were promised 25 million CFA, that is France currency, which is equivalent to $41 million. And there was a shipment of arms that came from France, landed in Cote d'Ivoire under this president, Alassane Ouattara, and then it was shipped to Burkina Faso to facilitate this mission. This is news coming in. And for the first time, the plot on Ibrahim Traore's life has now involved a president. Just imagine. Now, for the first time, Burkina Faso has openly spoken about France wanting to take him down. For the first time. Even when I tell you all the updates, I always tell you there is a country, and they have said France is trying to take down Ibrahim Traore, and the people are not going to allow, the military is not going to allow. They are now using another country's president. Very shameful of this president, Ouattara of Cote d'Ivoire.
So this is what is happening. They're trying to take him out once again by using the same black people. And like I said, it's very easy to bring down black men. Why? Because the same black men help you bring their own people down. Now, henceforth, if you hear any African leader standing anywhere, quoting any of our freedom fighters, quoting the likes of Kwame Nkrumah, quoting the likes of Thomas Sankara, quoting the likes of Lumumba, just know that these people are nothing but fake Pan-Africans. They're just preaching it, but they're never ready to rally behind Pan-Africanism. And always see them as nothing but Western puppets. Now, in the midst of all this chaos and all these plots going on just to bring down Ibrahim Traore, I want us to go and listen to one of the great speeches ever to come from an African leader. To me, by far, one of the greatest in the decade. Let's go listen to Ibrahim Traore, to the bold and great speech. If at this point you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it, and your notification button, so anytime I drop a video, you'll get a notification.
Our country has long been in a very complicated system. Most of you who are young like me, we were born into this system. But that's not what can allow Burkina to thrive. Because in this situation, there are only two cases. Either we accept to fight, or we remain slaves forever. I told you once, there are those who are slaves in their minds. They can only serve their master. And those people try every time to manipulate you. You must advise each other. Because every situation can be exploited by these enemies of the nation to try to discourage you, to demotivate you. So, you must advise each other and not pay attention to certain remarks, even on some media. Not everyone is obliged to be patriotic. You are the first patriots. You have decided to defend the homeland. There is nothing better than that. Those who want to support you, let them support you. Those who want to discourage you through writings, you must close your ears and move forward. As for those, we will fight them here. So, we must remember something. Recently, there is a so-called NGO. It's not even an NGO. Because NGO stands for non-governmental organization. They are not non-governmental because they are funded by a federal budget, by a state. This so-called NGO produces reports claiming that the FDS and the VDP commit abuses. It went in here, it came out there. It's to tarnish your morale. It's to scare you, to prevent you from being able to fight. No. Moreover, we are going to file a complaint against this NGO because people need to understand something. What is happening to us here? It's true that they have manipulated part of our populations in the Sahel here, but they didn't have that kind of weaponry. What brought such significant weaponry into their ranks? It's Libya. Who destroyed Libya? It's this NGO, the same NGO that made false reports and gave them to those who wanted to create a rebellion so that people would intervene and overthrow Gaddafi. And the powder keg ended up being poured into the Sahel. These millions of lives that have been taken in the Sahel, we must file a complaint against this NGO because it is responsible for these false reports it made to support this thesis of attacking Libya. They have no moral lessons to give us. Look at the world. Let them go defend human rights all over the world first before coming here. We are fortunate to have similar situations. In this world, you voluntarily committed yourselves. There are countries where people are forcibly taken, killed. You leave or you die. Others, even while trying to flee, end up dying. They don't talk about human rights because these people see us as subhumans. They see us as slaves. That's how it is in their minds. They have never changed their mindset, but it's up to us to show them that we are not slaves and we will never accept this state of affairs. So don't be fooled by the stories. They tell to anyone who will listen. You must stay focused on your fight. Stay focused. We know what we are doing. And even now, the VTP commander told me that there is a human rights training session underway for group leaders and their deputies. If we make efforts, we know it's for ourselves. We no longer do things to please someone else. We do it for our homeland. And you are committed to that. Defend your homeland. Do not listen to those individuals. They should not affect your morale. In the history of the world, there have been wars. And during the Second World War, people organized themselves to defend all over the place. But there is a country that could not defend itself, which had to come and take our ancestors to go defend them. And today that same country wants to give us lessons. The pot calling the kettle black. No. You are the descendants of those same ancestors who went to defend others, who liberated the world from Nazism. Today you are fighting for your lands. These same individuals dare to create terms to tarnish you. We oppose this. We will never agree. Continue to defend your lands. It is your wealth that interests these people. It's our gold, it's our minerals that interest them. Otherwise, why come and drive out entire villages to seize our lands? So we will fight and we will reclaim our lands, our wealth. It belongs to us. It's for us. It will benefit us and our children. I therefore encourage you to remember that this war is to free us from slavery. It's for our independence. And you must keep your spirits high, stay strong. Never give in to manipulators, to those individuals who no longer understand the notion of homeland, or to those people who come from outside to try to subdue us through their terms they invented and their organizations they created to enslave us. Fight, move forward, do everything you can. Draw, as I said, from your cultural resources, from what you have been shaped by since the village. Draw from it and wage this war. Stay focused.
Hello, Kanafo. mu nuaba moba made nyina mewo America na me kasa na awie ne say me chia Ghana mpanimfo nyina me chia Ghana ni bia utie me bia ba bia wo bia mesese wo do waso ebefe me kakra fi say me won sam bia ehu hia yi a ebe dane o haw e dia beto Ghana ni ba bia so amebi aka me no mienu nso eno nti me ye Ghana ni ba mapai na me ti nsam a ekoso wo my Ghana mu e wo se me kasafa ho fi se me ko obi na manka bi de enye me ye Ghana ni nti me ti bibia enye efa me ma ho a emwaye ni a e wo se me ba na me ba beka bie ti ba bia wo bia no me chiao me da wase se wo de waso FM me ensam be na me titi a e am se me ba beka bie ne me ti a me ba beka bie ni se ye my Ghana yatu aba ma ye President Mahama enche bebre yetu aba ma President Mahama wo weni wieye no oko Nigeria ko ka kire wo mo se ne stepfather eye Nigerian enu senti no se woni Nigerians e bondo pa ye de yenim till second term ya oba ye e na oba ma ye hu se woni Nigerians e bondo na ye de yenim se na Akufo-Addo e na oni Nigeria for e bundle sa say na ye mpanimfo no omu nyina left and right enti Ghana wo problem any say ewiase mi yeji hoho na hoho nso a yeji no yeji hoho a wodi ni ye bibia eyeye ewo mu say nipa de unya obi a 100% but so we ye hoho de a ene na say wo pese 100% or not e was say we comport ho if we say kromani papa bia ni ho obetna ho say ho mra no mra mese ni man na wonko ne baby free said the Ghana authority akwa arrest nkrofo wo forest bi mu na ya say wo madan ya demolish wo mu bibia na nkrofo no anya audacity esisa wo mu niema na wo mo sisa no wo mo san de akɔhenfa Ghana authority me question me de mo ne say nkrofo na moko demolish omo properties no omo ko hin sisi mo ehunu say ombeba be ye davdwene anaso ombeba be ya desoa e de amasa community hodie ombeba be ya desoa e wo district hodie ombeba be ya desoa e wo Ghana ekro ni nyina mu de fi say omo hye oma hide na omo ye illegal mining or garamsey na omo ji omo sika akese entry taxes mpo emfama aban no ekwan a omo fa so no so no say omo enye sika na omo no di ko omo krom omo afa kwan bi so e di ko omo krom because your borders no e loose your borders no are open obi en control obi ena omo tupu in sa ekoba nti onyane sika no kra na every week na so de be kɔ ni krom a no ande sa de kɔ na se sika no ye ne a o se ye nsuo ye nya mfa so bia emfiri nso o se ya saase adofo nom Ghana for ye nhwe han mo no mo na ti sa village ho sa village no nso so ohene wo ho DC wo ho assemblyman wo ho district no nso police for ebe wo ho enso so enti na munnim nia ekoso se enkrofo bi abehye ye forest num asidai wo ho ate ho chese wo ma build village ankasa ewo inside of that forest ye nkomu ena omo no akwatena mu na omo ye ne omo pe enti Ghana mpanimfo Ghana authority ede na mo ye mo bo oman ne ho ban Ghana mo bo oman ne ho ban ana se wiase nyina ka sesei ama omo musu a omo hwe omo man yiye ede omo eman etutu yie edo omo niema etutu yie hwe se omo ma ahoho ema mese omo man ni biom. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. De mo die no omo se omo ni nko na de aka no de oman bia se obo ne man no ho ban. Enti Ghana de oman bia ebo ne man ho ban no. Afei na Ghana de ya tete yensam se obi a mewura Ghana na o meye ne ope. Yeti se yenuanum Nigerians say a take over. Ewo Ghana ye bibia so. Dede Mahmood ekura beka bi se omo remove omo businesses ya. Ghana economy ebe collapse. That means Ghana Nigerians na era ne oman Ghana edema say Ghana for meye poor na Nigerians meye rich as usual, right? Enti Ghana ni sa wutie mi a bomodin se wo so obekasa ama John Mahama ebete wonka ehunu se eye Nigeria for na manipulating no e na obegina ho ekasa yehu se ECOWAS no benefit ori Nigerians enunti Nigerians dimrika run because Mahama ma yehunu se eye ne papa ne mame ne stepmother no every Nigerian tino say wono omo ebomu eye ne ma bebre wabra yenim enti na de yehunu media na da Roma baby obegina akasa bia yeti ni nyina mo hye parliament ho na na mo ye ne mo pe maton Ghana ama Nigerians enti Nigeria ni bedru Ghana na wo twini nuanum ba na wo twini nuanum ba na wo twini nuanum ba ama se Ghana ba bia obefa bia alatafo ya agi ho ba bia fa ama wo mo man so aroro mo hu ejiejina Ghana kromu nyina ye prostitute mo hwe mo ti mo ko mo ba ekro no eda hot say opanyini eni Ghana na momka na yentie efisa amemu a na Akufo-Addo ebebu ya obeko no pin borders nyina said the whole African emra the whole world emra without putting any measures enu ani so ka kire wo mo se omumra omutumi ba oman Ghana mu say your community no your communities aye chokes yeah your hospitals nya bed cry and naso sometimes enro ni any hospitals your electricity nyiraso ye yen kania no edundum ama se wo pese wo ye phone calls cry na agi se light bansa ewiase so se baby ewiase adro no ye the electricity and ye business bia wo ye wo wiase enti so electricity nsensem en jiraso ya that means ehia na be hia wo economy no ebe running low enu nti na alatafo yi abe take over na yempanimfo money alatafo na ehwibomu na Akufo-Addo jeja na ememu ma alatafo because wonu omo na ekọ na omo na eba because Ghana for enkasa na nyame adom media ninti ene ye hunia ekoso biara se mama alatafo kwan ama alatafo be take over ama ye bibia alatafo ehyehyemu ema Didi Mahmood etumi agira ho ka se omo no remove omo businesses a Ghana economy ebe collapse why se okasa alatafo ma Ghana no na Ghana yenye business ana na yenim ana enam se momo yen penimfo ye leaders no mo ne mo yirenom ani mo musuafo ena articulated trucks koba kofa niema free Nigeria adi begu ye system ni mu fake goods mode uramu fake goods na eba no nti no mo mpese mo beka Nigeria fo asem ema ye kwachi enkrofo forest nu mu no enkrofo bi nu mu a omo ka ho de kra de ye se ye mention om ye mo omudin ema ye bo Ghana fo din ebo Cameroonians a omo ka ho din ama other nationals no de ye se ma ye mo omudin because Nigerian empanimfo a leaders a omo wo Ghana no ene ye Ghana from empanimfo no akwaye baako aka kire omo se ye ka kire omo se ye beka ewo abontin se Nigerians the fraud aba Ghana business men the whole world omo pese omo ba Ghana ebeye businesses me talk about the investors omo pese omo ba Ghana ebe invest no omo ti say fraud cause wo Ghana ebe omo be panic ma omo ma enu nti wo de sa adwene no atimi ato ye mpanimfo timu Igbo king, so-called Igbo king, share East Legon, or Nigeria for the every September, or so Igbo festival. The whole world, Igbo for a woho yina, Eddie, Odomo Begu, or my Ghana moon, Papa de Bonnet, Edomo Begu, or my Ghana moon, because Ghana no is in Nigeria for consul say, the Omo pe and Omo ye. Now, Obi Osika, that's all about memu, and that's all be about memu, so about your business, and that's all mine, you who business, you crona, Omo ye, no one is Omo be your man, ye businessman, ye businessman, ye marketing crano. Yeah, stores. And yes, I had done it at my omo because omo ebe ye niema omo benya omo sika. Ye crying to me the type of businesses omo cancel omo yeno. Ne ye hunu ani say fraud akesia koso wo ye internet no so internet frauds and omo ye money rituals and omo ye human trafficking and omo ye drug trafficking and omo ye nyina ye nim se eno na Nigeria for edi mu akoten ewiase fa na nyina Nigerians say wo mudin wo ho ama ye pam wo mo free babia na sisi ade ye pam wo mo Ghana ene wo mo de wo mani ahwe o my Ghana na joma ama watre wo nsam ena wo ji wo mo se wo mo mfa wo mo corrupter eni awie ye obi antumi nso anu na ye pam wo mo no emra emegu o my Ghana President Mahama edi antutu ye na ade ato ho a Nana Akufo-Addo ye ka no yen kan ensi ye na wasan so esa egugumu ebiemu wasan ma wo mo kwan biemu se wo de obeba be ye de che Nana Akufo-Addo de no President Mahama ye wo problem o Northern region enkro no say na developed kama yentie say na developed kama yentie Nana Akufo-Addo President John Mahama kama yentie Northern region yenim say other regions na aka no nyina na wo mo troop in because enye wo mo I don't blame them the wa omo eho no esitie no mom nya hwe wo ho ema wo mo mu be abemu enye ne ye parliament mu na mugu ho mo enso so mu mfa empunti obia enko north ama wo mo bresa enti wo mo na eba be ye nkaya yo ne ne keka ho nyina other regions ni nyina ahomtesem a enka wo ba ye wo ba hyasie se sika kakra bia wo benya no wo be start se wo develop ho na nka wo di nwuma nso akọ ama wo nso anya asomdwe kakra na other regions no nso so eno nso wa ye ne wasasa wo ye na eho nso so ahiafo nso so a egu other regions ni nyina nso so no wo nso so anya wo asomdwe kakra ye nka ne ho nsam NCC so wo je criminals Nigerian for wo aba Ghana abegu ho bebrebe no ye meters electricity meters ni nyina no omo abe connect aba ye connections akese a America ha nyina no omo ye na ye ntumi nchi wo omo na anu ya na ye chichi wo omo de sa trash ni nyina ebegu Ghana enti moma ye nhwe ne ma bi ye enne ye nkoda nko sorry a President Mahama was also be scholarship 1,000 people a scholarship from where are they yen northern region eastern region western region east and north yen nyina ye hiamwa o Ghana honto wa mo Ghana ye kan yasam ensisi so electricity na eye fon crofo businesses na wo san be gu no cold stores nyina ebe san be gu hairdressers nyina ebesa begu because electricity no enye adwuma ye ka say na no ho asem anaka wo ba beka ye fi say wo ba be solve sa problem no afa de sika kakra na ye nsaka no wo de ba be mass scholarship say the whole African omombra eye Ghana fo sika na say ECOWAS na edi sika no ema wo na wo de aye brabe kirem na nu mpokura no ye ni ba bia asafo no eba betenetena already Nigeria for aye schools no ma Nigerians are pam woman from South Africa, pam woman from Europe, pam woman from Canada, pam woman from America, pam woman from all over the world. Omunyina Ghana. He fan a Ghana for betina. President Mahama, you want so odi ye. You want so odi ye. Ghana, ya woo. So we are Ghana nina so woo tie me enano pay ya. Bomodi sa wo baba kasa. Bomodi na makamano atumu achenti na yo omodi yensekai edwa nanka. Ye mpanimfo ye leaders no omo nwene ye ho. Ghana leaders omo nwene ye ho. Ghana leaders ni ahoho ene kabo mu eyo omo niema no mayi yen Ghana fo no esi nchen. Ghana leaders enano Hobson Adoye ensem bia na wo keka no na chese ye airport ho no krampo no Nigerians businessmen no omunu tumi fa ba bi omo pe ena di ba be wura mu because Ghana authority na ma omo kwan mo say oman no mo anya nkrofobia ne omo am bom se alatafo munim de omo abaye wo America ha munim ade a Nigeria fo abaye wo America ha munim de Nigeria fo koye wo South Africa munim de Nigeria fo koye wo Europe munim de Nigeria fo eye wo wiase fa na nyina ana Ghana mpanimfo mo anya obi amfa mo ho ammo wo mo se Nigerians ademo pese mo ton wo ban Ghana fraud ahodo mo ye criminal activities omo de abagana amen na Ghana ni ba timi twitio di kum Ghana ni every say wanya nkrofo a omo etreni womo ahoho yi etreni ye ma ahoho yi etreni ye nuanom amomo bokro no akese ni nyina no ebi nkamunti muti ho akoba ayese de mo hunu ye John Mahama President Mahama ye afro sesesane mam America for ebo omo my home ban the whole world obi ebo no my home ban good leaders bia edene manfo asisi ye age so my Ghana even yen West African Ghana African countries krano west kwano krano baby any ho a wo bekwa wo benya freedom said your mama wo mo kwan aba betena Ghana no said your Nigeria from day one do wo na see Ghana frauds and kwan wo mo ye internet frauds adai na young president John Mahama enti wonte ne ekoso ni bi enti wonte ne ekoso ni bi ya wo de Ghana ehye Nigeria for nsa say Nigeria for na hihya ase se gina ECOWAS no mu ye omo esuma up and down say ECOWAS no Ghana nkwa enjimbo omo bo efisa omo Nigeria for edi omo bad behavior and bad attitude ase omo man no na say omo pe ba bia ya asumdue dia adenti no omo an create asumdue ema omo ho adenti omo an create peace between them aden omo an create peace among them na omo an to me fix omo man adenti no omo question omo leadership no na omo ntimi ntoto niam ye enti Nigerian population no Ghana leaders madwene ho say ye ntumi emfa omo nyina metena oman Ghana mu de sense omo abegu Ghana ama Ghana ayama Ghana Ghana is choked with Nigerians ba every day 27 hours omo ba 24/7 omo ba 24/7 Nigerians nie oba ya na ya so ye media no so amagya ya ma wo Nigeria ni ba so kwan obefa so anya access to ye media no so ye nim say ya wo YouTube YouTubers no Nigerians is about 70%. What is going on in our country? President Mahama enam se wonu omo bo na wo prepare ye say yen jintum ye hu se wonu omo bonda yen jintum because wonu omo ewo a good relationship ye de yen fa hom yen ka settle omo nanso good leader bia no wo hwe wo mayie. Charity begins at home. Charity begins at home. Won share Ghana for nwie. Won share yenuanum notness nwie. Won share yenuanum brown for nwie. Won share yenuanum Accra for nwie. Won share yenuanum Ashanti region nwie. Won share Eastern region nwie. Ghana be bia wo problem. What's over here? And a woman Nigeria kromu 250 population. Woman eba no. Ya President Mahama. Ya says stop on your own no. What's up a scholarship? Our hen. Ghana for mano. A bintimincha school fees no. And the 21st century. Senior radio presenters ni bi na call rounds. Ema ye hu the bad situations are Ghana for bi ekomua. And kamo leaders wakwaba President John Mahama where the idea ache wasanka wa hunu Ghana for how we walk Ghana nyina from A to Z. And kawasa wa huni nyina and so wabu ani agusu te say bibia ye okay wo Ghana for maybe adichi and the ombedi cry a day. Adichi ebinu did it once. Adichi ebinu did it twice. And to young President Mahama, wouldn't near air course or dear. And what be your doors? What be your borders? The Nigerian for air corner, ban air corner, ban air corner. And then money be cry air compressor, almost flow, taxi cry almost slow. The anti almost say taxi driver no nim. Near what timu woman nim Ghana nye save tom Ghana enye save Ghana nye save enti munya nhwehwe ni mu na esi said ya mo yet say Ghana bibia ye okay no Ghana nye okay Ghana na unu obi kasa 1 2 no atwetwe de bow unu obi kasa 1 2 no atwese kai e de wow ade chi ade sen enipa ni wa na ewuo enipa wa na ewuo enti mo nhwe yem problems ana mo kwase sankrofo ade begum and I'm say equal was a benefit money mo musuenti a benefit more ye leaders nunti and na magia jina mudin no mon solve Ghanaians problems first sana on man penny for papa San on man penny for papa bia almost show on for a how woman who saw uncle for akuma at all yam and sana allow uncle for so bramu and ne American for kasa no and now woman penny for juma pa pamo wa won say wutra kro no mu na Ghana for de mo ye de ye no tom Ivory Coast matna ho pen the one almost ni yen Ghana for tie enya asam ketua wo betna ho 1000 years wo ye Ghana ni yo muntu mi ma wo komo ID mpo se fatna ho fa ye adwuma enu nti Ghana for yen kwa ye hunu dia ni age African for nyina ata ye ni asie President Mahama wo ne wo apamfo wo ne wo cabinet wo ne wo leaders won crofo atwa ho ahia ye ka kira mo se eye mo de mo titi yie enu nti de ordinary Ghanaian ekomu mu hunu bi enti mo si Ghana ye good nti the whole world emra ahemfo ton sase e de ma hoho 100 acres and 200 acres and 50 acres Ghana citizens ebeye dai dachi na the next future generation ebeye dai no mo dia atena o my Ghana ahoho be di so na samre no se mo wuwu kwa ye bebo mu din ye beka mo biography e di akire ye ma e wo abra mo ba be di yen President Nkrumah ehuni Nigerian for behavior and I was sending them back to our country. So we ko fix our country. No one ho business in the day. You bet to me but to me ma every day. Sam rametna Ghana. E me deep one in a wunyane enko. Yem papa buzi and so buy or no so huni. That means a lot of us. Ma kwanya no ma mala no ma take 50 miles. Oma minute and oma take miles. San omo tie omo ye opportunist. Enti Montie na dia ekwaso wo media no so aniwu galamsey aba say yensuo enesa woto nsuo wo Ghana enum na se nyame anye wadom na se wo immune system enye strong a ewuo na wo bewuo enu nti boma yenhwe ne ye ni ye ya ma China for kwan egu ye forest mu Nigeria sigu ye forest mu ye neighboring countries nyina eka ho bi na Nigeria for there ye west because omo de money rituals and Yahoo internet fraud Yahoo ni omo ye nyina ya dia ekum nipa sunsum na ese nipa e destroy nipa Muchi wa monso anama science mo be deport wom because ye prisons no ayema. Wow! Monhwe ni yo. Na dachi ye be kan mo biographies. E de akire ye money ye nananom. Ewa abra mo ba be di yen. Maya the whole world pam womo. Ye pam Nigeria ni free South Africa no de na si Ghana. Ye pam Nigeria ni free Cote d'Ivoire no de na si Ghana. Ye pam Nigeria ni free America no de na si Ghana. Ye pam Nigeria ni from all over not Ghana and ye soft Ghana ne ye niema ye weak obetina Ghana no ye ne ope no asan ba gi Ghana bosso no asan ba out emferia de ebinum edi atem ebinum ka che ye say ye ni mu e ya dwene wo fom omo be ka se ya dwene wo fom because o ma bia ni wie ase a obekọ ho a adechi ya no afa wo telephone na wo si wo mo YouTube so ya adwuma ensi wo man bia ya adwene mu do emu enti muma ye nhwe ye niema ye yie na se Nigeria fo betwi fa ye so a ye mpanimfo ye ne mu benya ye mfa mo ho nkyemo enti mu nhwe ni yie se mo ton o man Ghana ade ama Nigeria fo no ye Nigerians na hihya ase a ye President Mahama wo ka scholarship who sensem nyina no na chese Nigerians and eba be take over Nigerians already o ma take over dada enu nti wasa ma wo mo kwan biem efisa wo mo mpanimfo na wo Ghana no na epushi wo Nigeria for adwene na Saudi bebu o man Ghana dia ene o man Ghana be dane te se Nigeria se Nigeria for mpanimfo na se manipulative wo dia ene Ghana be very soon Ghana beba yet to say Nigeria if you say modi and passport modi and IDs ma wo ba enche if you say wo mpanimfo no edi nkan ya take over nti wo be kan na say ewo mu ena de ye hunu enti ye President Mahama so wo hwe no atoto ne ma yi ahwani ye na jai say Nigeria for manipulative wo no Nigeria for na o ma dwene na so wodi bu o my Ghana dia ene very soon Ghana beba be yet say Nigeria na ye benu ye ho na samle na aka achi na wo be hwe say wo mfa wo ma oni wabusua enkogu o man foforo so because ye be chesi mo ba bia mo ba wo ye be kan ye sese ye kan nyina e de akire mo ye be mama hunu se e wose ye de mo ba Ghana ne ye nyina ba betena wo haw no mu ye mamo nsesa mo yire no mo manom Ghana mpanifo Ghana politicians ne Ghana hemfo ye mo so mo ton sase de ma ahoho no everyday no mo hwe ni ye na mra bi be ba komo be ba nya duane kom nko a asomdue ho kom ye ton yasomdue Ghana mpanimfo ton Ghana fo asomdue ehia ye adwene ye ho ade chinkura nye nipa nyina na timi to bundle ade hwe ne ekwaso wo oman mu ade tie news a ekwaso wo oman mu efi say electricity nsensem NCC so yan President Mahama esa akwaji nkrofo sa de wo mu begum ama Nigerians ya internet fraud a eno electricity a ya connect na wo ntumi nya na omu betumi aye abro so crimes hold wa committee with the whole world in President Mahama any Ghana politicians any Ghana chief kings and queens mo pa kire yesa monte assemblymen mo pa kire yesa monte KM for mo pa kire yesa monte Ghana for mpanimfo a mode da nneɛma nyinaa no mo pa kyerɛ yɛ sɛ monte ne ɛkɔ so mo nim Nigeria for Subai ɛna ma ala wɔn so wɔn mfiri wɔn man mu no wɔn mmra Ghana ɛbɛn amɛyɛ connections ahodoɔ nyɛ saa ekuta yɛ passport wɔ Libya ɛwɔ Dubai ɛwɔ wiase for na nyinaa wɔn de yɛ din na nam na me se ɛkɔm bɛba na nyɛ aduane ho nko akɔm o asomdue ho kɔm ahohiahia ho kɔm ɛna ɛba bɛdi ɔman Ghana because ɔman Ghana agya yɛ nneɛma mu nyinaa agyegye mu sɛ ahɔho a wɔ the whole world ɛmra Ghana ɛmra mɛyɛ nea wɔn pɛ saa ne leaders no request ɛde ama yɛn nti sɛ ɔyɛ Ghana ni na sɛ wotie me awie ya ɛne me nya adwene na yɛn sɔre ntia saa ECOWAS scholarship no a yɛn president Mahama wɔn share regions 16 ni nyinaa wɔn share wɔ hawa yɛwɔ mu Ghana nipa sɛn ɛna edi yie wɔ hɔ nipa na edi hia no dɔɔso kyɛ wɔn edi yie no at least nka mapoɔ ɛmɛyɛ middle class na yɛn hunu sɛ wo ba yɛ wasesa nipa te bia mu ɛno deɛ ehia wo try so we be praising Nigerians. Oh really? Oh try so we be praising Nigerians na manipulate wo ye huni nyina. President Mahama de Nigeria for ne wo ye ye huni nyina. Ye mu bi ye huni nyina na ye guso ye ka. Se mo antie na hohiahia ba Ghana. Ye bebre mo. Ye de brem ni nyina be ma mo. Na do ka ho ye de brem ni nyina be ma mo. Na dano mu benu mo ho o. Mubenu me ho because yensuo na asai na enkrofo eto nro ade tie ni na ye to nom na ene nipa nyina kidney diseases higher no skin rashes higher no ensunsu aso asa wonum nsufi a ede brewo ema anifrayade kidney diseases because wonum nsu a go straight to your kidneys and unti enchena wan kidneys no na damage okay infections ahodo blood infections because nsuo na kwa wo system no mu enya anti liver cancers because nsuo na yakọ no pass the my body ni nyina anti obetimi anya bibi akwakoto baabi a ebe how edi susuaso be brewo yanso na your healthcare yi ewo problem yi your health system enya eye poor enu nti na mo mpanimfo no se yare kamo a na mo dimirika edwane afiri oman no mu no ade nti na mo fix niema na se mo yare amatena oman no mu na se mo ye niema yanka mo yare yanka mo betena ho ye mpanimfo Mama yemu bi yesu the way I dog Ghana na se fidie hwe ye ni nkyira na ekọ eyesede ne a kwantuo na yetu no ye beba fie na ye beba na mama Nigeria fo abe destroy yen ye bebo mudin me si ye bebo mudin Ghana mpanifo me di mu si ha mo be sa ate me nka biom me da mase.
Yeah, Mr. Rash, good morning, Charlie, good morning. Let me say something to my people here. Let me see some. Mami can be in China. Me cook me nyano. Yeah, say near maybe me who say ah. Na near maybe me up me team. Okay, say program we yeah. Mu videos. Video me who pay. But yeah, mu repeat it. Inti ama madwin e ba near maybe so. But say me catch Ghana for. Me pepe mu Ghana for. Wow. Me nyanom Ghana for any me brothers no sisters no muti asem di Nigeria for no Nigeria for almost ru Ghana for pa once yahoo ni occultism ni niama no especially occult no occult sem si occultism or occult groups no omu Ghana pa omu Ghana pa omu Ghana enye small omu Ghana but almost through Ghana for because omu Nigeria no any Ghana no bibi omu ji omu dro aye adwuma emomu ewo sa yahoo we eye voter region Bibi omu ji omu duru ayi juma omu. Pa voter region. Nti omu nim say Ghana for no. Bibi wo ye ho. Omu nim. Ude bisobia watena Dubai, OAU, that area, that Arab countries, you know, bisobia watena ho. Obekere Nigeria for esuban e wo ho no mo. Obeka kere o. The way omu twitwa omo ho. The way omu kunkun omo ho. Broad daylight, robbery. Even crampo Dubai for no crampo ntimi. The way omu timi jiji. The way omu timi jiji. Indian for no. Omu trade west bibi omu tunton omu niama. They say omu corner shops. Any omu shops. Jiji ofi omu zem. Twitwa omu. Mom says that omu gio omu yes ani omu wo Ghana. Omu fa force NG. Omu nye. Ghana for me catch them say mu ye different na. Me nim de enti amu di respect bebre amasa kofo wi. Omu suro Ghana for ankasa. Omu suro Ghana for omu suro Ghana. Iti omu yo omu niama ena mi ba mi beka say enye se omu ahyeda na omu ya de nu but ewo mumu. Nti okwakoye ade na onim se okwakoye. Onim se okwakoye okom na di no okom di no if you crampo owo aduane ti se den. Omu sikafo na owo omu nyina udi hyeda se obi a owo 1 million bi wo baby. Na opese o transfer no eba ebui Ghana and also eba Nigeria. On care so wuska. On care say ono a millionaire and I say we ukaya awa jatum. Ukaya say oh me wuska wo bi na pese be transfer amount. We jatum straight. On ka say oh no scan fi oh Charlie we say no on can straight away. Pescano. Pescano. Almost throw Ghana for papa. Almost to me kun ti say that kind of omo ankasa omo no mu kun. Ade amika no enye so omo ni Ghana for no be kun. Omo ankasa omo nye wo Ghana. That's omo gugu Ghana. Ti say omo wo AU na. Omo gugu Ghana to cha sa court boys no. Omo gugu Ghana to cha. Bet omo twitwa omo. Sometimes ombeko pesa twitwa na ekunkunku no omo ho no omo nye omo suro Ghana for papa me omo ka kire me omo suro Ghana for papa enti science mfunu ni yamba no omo timi di be enye to the state say omo betimi twitwa omo nua eni na uko Italy OAU sa Arab form kromo ni yamba no Dubai ni yamba no omu twitwa Italy body air time omu twitwa nipa eko two forest mu omu tutu nam no two forest mu Italy bisobia watra Italy aba Nigerians o ka kire o bisobia watra Italy she eti sa video a we amama dwa basade no so edron ko awon say woman no ti o si boy ni timi kache enye boy no edron na ye juma enye tro na wa tro no eye dro no di ejuma and a picky man no woman no sa no eye dro but omo say Ghana for so e ben Ghana for no omo use omo dwere no tinye enye boni nti omo ben nti so mbe ba Ghana just say omo baba be yes omo yawo no na po ano muko omo ne Ghana for bankers ni bi any Ghana for police ni armies ni bi be ya one no mo jiji scano e wo Ghana be say ntokwa be ba omo ka so be kunkun omo ho ni niam ne ma wo Ghana omo suro bi omo ka kire mi omo suro dise bia omo fi Ghana ekọ baby fufuro na so omo hu sa we ni say o Ghana system no anasa Ghana for the way omo tie na bi nu wa no ma start sa niam no it uko AU a bisobia wa travel Dubai obeka kire o omo kun twitwa nipa e wo street Nigeria for uyi sa video we na mama kai Nigeria for Wo dey hwe so ma twetwa obi omo ka so ma twetwa mo ho e wo Ghana pen ya. On be ko ti say bia obe pipe bottle. Eni niema no. Be so obe ko say obe ko atwetwa ni nwa no. Ai ni Ghana omo suro. Omo suro. Say draw asem ni say occultism ni niema na omo suro wo Ghana. We see bi so bia wa tra OAU obe ka kire. Sa Dubai ho no. OAU say obe ka kire. Omo twitwa mu ho no mu da bia na so sa ne no omo nye wo Ghana because omo suro Ghanaians no omo draw omo di yes ya ho ni nyama omo ji wo Ghana voter region bando any hwe da woman e ho no mo ono mo jiji omo duru oh inti Ghana for me Islam a wenu mu nye ya nwa no mu wo be dwin say bia Nigeria for ya nwa no mu o deceive ho pa bodam ena wo tim ena unim wa bodam saka sen krofo we ye nwanum amobe sorry oh Nigeria for ye nwa we are all one blood ubua ade esi wo Ghana say si ano me si utani the other way around yenti mint na Nigeria yendoso yendoso yenti mint na Nigeria yenti tra Nigeria omududu wona omudi abegu yesu omudi senfunu wo Ghana no upa kodi wo Nigeria na hwade ye iti muka so mu betra ho ama nkrofo we ase kro na he and yes mu kasa because nkrofo no muni mo ono wo sirikoba some least mistake awanya bisi oya ade a ondwe ho because eyo character no omusuban no won sheda oya ade a on tiki tutu oya odibeyo uye ni mami o uye ni papa o uye ni jamfo uye ni iri o uye ni girlfriend o uye ni boyfriend odibeyo muti asema meka no because mumu bi making omo planning na mumu nim they are not your brother omo di yomo now what how much for you our friends say we are brothers for where sadie na mo kika no omo timu no sa me wo mutimu a akebe me de pa they know she said omo wo we Ghana no omo bu number 1 omo bu nti omo betra se omo be ka sema ebe ya ude no mo jijimi mo hwe hu mu su yi na mo boga na hu ban mo young generation na mo ba no mo boga na hu ba na mo fa Ghana ntu mo kuma so se mo anya sa mo hu ade a mama boys no mo ye no se mo di Ghana ato mo kuma so e protect Ghana police for nyina omo timi ye video se wo timi mba be se ye kru omo ka police for na ka se wo timi mba e be se ye kru ye nya wa ye be kun omo ka na mo titio sa honouredness na mo di semfu no omo suma ambes ko ho se sia e start wipe mo be hu so bia be dwane fio Rory say bi pe anum kaka no mo ye anum e no mo ye mi si Rory wa ye bi pe Jerry John Rory wasisa me akogu wo pa mo nyom mo twan sasa ade no aso eso atwa etu ono mo kita ni nyina ayera fikuru num so nana do baya no mo ani nyamba ne ma na start bio Rory any time wasisa ambe akogu no for no no kai wasisa jagoda fo akogu ma bullet them ombe ubo so ma dwane afikuro no makose Samuel mali nije a omu fi bae no omu so makose ho anum bi omu wedro enfa you AK47 we nu edro compact ye ni nyama na we nu edro they go bro them ube say iti Ghana ma obi mbese kuru no man sa nkrofo mu ku wo no ofo no mu omu ne enwan mu no e na pre asase o asase ne ye enwan man prutifoɔ no dia e no omu pri asase no so omu pri asase no the small soldiers call says ya ebe ju mi si ebe ju mun boga na hun ban na kuro no kitikiti o yɛni baabi kɔ biom yɛni baabi akɔ sɛ wodwen sɛ BBC na sɛ wobɛkɔ Nigeria wobua Serash nkaba iba yonu later.
So what do you think about Ibrahim Traore's speech? Let me know in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, like, share the video, and don't forget to on the notification button so anytime I drop a video, you'll be notified. Until next time, see you guys. Stay safe. Peace out.